Yes, the critics always thought that I was a glamour girl and I couldn't act for nuts. So it happened that Do Badan gave me that, uh, what should I say, the press accepted me as an actress, as a good artist, because the main critic, was very critical about all films, not just mine, wrote a very nice paragraph saying that I had done very well, and that really made my day. So then, after that, I got films like Kati Patang, Main Tulsi Tere Aangan Ki, and people started taking me seriously.
And in Baharon Ke Sapne
Yeah,
also.
Baharon Ke Sapne.
Because in Baharon Ke Sapne you were not just in an acting role, but also completely de-glamorized role,
Yeah,
which
it was a
was
tea
never seen before.
Yeah.
Once you decided that now you were kind of switching to the second phase of your life, career, where you were doing hubby roles and later on mother roles. But you didn't do it for a very long time. You did it for a very short time because I think you were not comfortable, or maybe your fans didn't want to see you in character roles. Uh, how difficult was that shift for that brief period, and what were the learning lessons?
Uh, I just did those films for the heck of it. I don't know why I did it. But I shouldn't be saying this again. But there was one hero that I was doing 2, 3 films. And he used to never keep time. If there was a 9:30 shift, he would come at 6:30 in the evening. So I said, what am I doing sitting here? And I'm playing a character role. I said, no, I give up. And that's when I decided I don't want to work anymore.
Every time you say not anymore, now I'm not going to do this, and comes a change in your life, and that becomes a milestone. So after you gave up doing character roles, I think television was becoming very big at that time, Doordarshan and all that. And you produced and directed series. One of them was Bajipal, about dancers, and you interviewed all the top leading ladies who had done that. How was the idea of Bajipal conceived, and how did you decide to suddenly become a producer? By this you had time, you had become a distributor already.
Yes.
So actor, distributor, and now producer, director.
While I was working in a film, and one of the art directors came up to me and says, what are you doing, spending your time just like that? I think you should start directing. So Bajipal was not the first serial which I directed, but it was a Gujarati serial called Jyoti. And that was about women. It was the stories of small short stories of women. Women with, they've made their life. So when this serial was telecasted in Gujarat, it was a super hit. And that gave me the confidence that yes, I can direct. I was a little shaky whether I would be able to direct or not. So I started off with Gujarati, and well, then it's history.
And then you did Bajipal, you went to interview Vaijantimala in Delhi, and somebody else.
Shri Devi in Uti.
Hmm. After Bajipal, I think शेर को खून लग गया. टेलीविजन का खून लगा और डायरेक्शन का खून लगा क्योंकि आपने 2-3 सीरीज की. What was the experience? Is the craft and the whole process very different from cinema making?
Yes, because you have deadlines to see. But I enjoyed doing Kora Kagas. I had a super heroine, Renuka Shani as the heroine. And I really enjoyed making it. And people liked it. So it was a big hit. And after that I did Kangan. And somehow I started getting a little disappointed because the TV media had too many EPs, and they would come and say, no, your heroine's hair is not correct, it should be done like this, it should be done like that. I said, look, I like my heroine the way she is. So don't ask me to change her hairstyle. No. अब मैं नहीं है, पे नहीं है dialogue में. I said, no, I give up. So that was the day I said, no more of television.
So I hope you guys are with me on the same page, that she gets into something new, she explores, she becomes successful. Then after a point when people start interfering too much, because she has a choice. You see, choice is the big factor. She says, enough, I don't want to do this, I'm now going to chill. And then she chills for about time, and again something else happens. There was a phase when you were the chairperson of Sinta. And while you were the chairperson of Sinta and being very effective resolving problems of the cine artists, all of them were coming to you, you were the arbitrator and doing extremely well, came a new responsibility for you, which was the ministry asked you to head the CBFC. And it was a very stressful time because you were heading 2 associations and you were constantly in the spotlight of the media. How was that phase when you look back today?
Well, I'd like to tell people that Cine Artist Association, the inception of the association was done by Durga Koteji, and after that there has no woman as the president. I was the second president of the Cine Artist Association for 3 consequent elections. 6 years of being there. And after that, thank you. After that, there has been no lady. There was no lady before me, there was no lady after me. So I was the only lady in Cine Artist Association because the men always thought the ladies could not do much. But in my tenure, we were at famous studios in Bombay, proper Bombay, and it was very difficult because everybody were living in the suburbs. So we shifted the office from there to the Link Road, a big, huge office. Then we had to have a piece of land to have our own building. So it was again a very strenuous time, meeting all sorts of chief ministers. I think we saw 3 or 4 chief ministers before we got the land. So that happened in my tenure. After that, it happened that with Cine Artist Association, I had 2 serials on the floor, Kora Kagaz and Kangan, plus CBFC. That was taking a toll on my health. I started having blood pressure, and that's why I gave up Cine Artist Association. I couldn't leave CBFC right in the middle.
We didn't allow you to give it up.
No, but I was really, criticized by the press in such a bad way because I was the first lady again in CBFC. So I had a lot of problems with the press.
Because the media hounded her and questioned her every decision. I know because I was a part of the examining committee at that time. And when she was getting vulnerable and wanted to quit, we all collected at her house and made sure that she didn't give up. And she didn't. She fought it till the end. She finished her term. And now I notice that the media has softened its stand towards the institution, association, and hardly any questions are being asked to the new.
Sorry to interrupt, Bhavna, because I, being a lady, they thought that I was too strict. But I was going to what the guidelines said, I did that. And there were certain films I don't want to name, but they get a R certificate in England for that film, and the same film comes to India, and the producer wants us to give them a UA certificate. How is it possible? And that went on for 3-4 months, and it was quite a lot of problems because the gentleman was going on the TV and going on saying that he should be getting a UA certificate. We fought it out, and we did have the cuts, but we gave them a UA certificate with the cuts. So that was, I mean, he had to agree that what we are saying is not untrue.
I agree. It was a very tough time, but she came out in flying colors. Now, one last question, Ashaji, before I throw open questions for the audience. You came for the opening of the retrospective. You saw a little bit of Katipadam. What were you feeling sitting in the audience, watching yourself so young? What memories were passing through your head? You know, I wish I was there to watch you and your expression, but I wasn't there.
Well, old memories, it's nostalgic, and sometimes you feel, oh God, did I do this? It was bad. Oh, this is good. So that's how it is, you know. And I have not seen Katipadam for a very long time, so I think I should go home and see it now.
Not just Katipadam, you should go and see Chirag, Do Badan, Baharon Ke Sapne, many more.
Yeah, I would love to see Teesri Manzil also.
Yeah, Teesri
It's a
Manzil is
fun
my
film.
all-time favorite, and also Pyar Ka Mausam, Shashi Kapoor ke saath. Yes, now who's going to ask the first question? Yeah. Now I don't know how the mic is going to reach you, huh? That they have to sort it out.